Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to make a TNT cannon to launch to space. So right now I'm here with Bookworm, and she's my partner. So make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down what we should do next. Let's get started. So the materials you're gonna need for this is bedrock, because bedrock is actually impossible to break, only on creative. And you're gonna need slime block. Slime block is kind of like a trampoline. And some smooth quartz block. You're gonna need 2 more later, but it needs the command to get it. And we'll show you how to get it. So right now I am just making the base for it. For this, it will get laggy, so that's why we're gonna do part 2. Okay, so right now we're just trying to make a square for our base of it. So right now I'm just filling up a hole, and we're just still making it. If you want to see what the final thing looks like, scroll down and then you can find the video where we go in the cannon. If you do try this, it will be laggy, so just to warn you. This does not take a long time. We're just building a base for like a base for it. This is optional. We're just doing it for fun. But you could always fast forward and go to the part where we build it. This is not too difficult. It's like pretty simple, but it also might be hard. And we're just building up. Now we're just gonna build around it. This does look cool at the end, so make sure you go watch that part too. Now we're just putting in some quartz, smooth quartz stairs, so it's easier to get up, or slabs if you want. And now we're just gonna get a ladder. And if you're doing this on survival, it's not going to work, because you're gonna have to get a command block and a barrier, and those you can't get on survival or build with them on survival, and bedrock. Because if you try to break bedrock, it'll take like a year or something like that. So don't try to break bedrock. So right now we're just building a barrier around the ladder so people don't fall off, because that's what usually happens to me a lot. Bookworm will be in more videos often. She does help out a lot. Right now I'm just building a pathway to the whole entire cannon. And I recommend using bedrock because TNT, it will go crazy and blow up everything. That's why we're building it high and far away from the structure. And slime blocks are optional. Like, I kind of recommend them, I kind of not. I do recommend them. Well, the pro of a slime block is if you fall, you'll land on it and it'll make you bounce like a trampoline. They won't break like if you jump like really high from a trampoline in real life. It won't be like that. It'll just bounce. And I don't recommend slime blocks because the TNT might blow it up and you're gonna be replacing it a lot. So we're still building this structure. You can always fast forward because this might take like 5 minutes or something. So make sure you fast forward. If you want to see more videos, make sure to leave a like. The more likes and subscribers, the more videos we post more often. There we go. We're still building the base. We have half of it done. If you want to see part 2 to this, make sure to leave a like. I'll post part 2 like later after this video. So right now we have the base finished. And I'm just going to make a 5 by 5 square for the cannon. Make sure to not do this on survival or else it could take it could be impossible to build because all the bedrock, it will take like 100 years to build. And it's maybe impossible because I haven't tried breaking bedrock before. Right now we're just building a tiny square down for the cannon. If you want, you could build the cannon smaller. The smaller it is, the less laggy it is. We're doing a 5 by 5. You could always do 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. I would recommend 2 by 2 so the lag is very low. And it's not too low but not too laggy. Now we're gonna need a command block. So you're gonna do /give @s yourself command, and then you're gonna _ block, and then press enter, and then you'll be given
gave command block 1 2,
and it'll look like this. And you're gonna need a barrier too, so
says give it S barrier.
Then barrier.
You
can't find these in the section in your inventory because I don't know why, but you're
gave barrier 1 2
command to find it in your inventory. I think it's because Minecraft doesn't want you to use it on survival, and that's how barriers work. So you have them, but if you equip them, you can see them, but if you don't equip them, you can't see them, but they're still a block. So it's just like being a grass block invisible. All you see is the sky and you're floating. it's the same thing, but if you put grass, then you can see the grass. It's like that. So we have our commands, and what you're gonna write in them is summon TNT, and repeat, and always active. But make sure commands are off, or else that will happen. So first scroll down, go to commands blocks enable. I'm gonna write summon TNT, always active, and repeat.
Command.
I'm gonna put that for all of them. Make sure command blocks are off, or it's gonna get super laggy. And I'm just gonna write in that in all of them. Summon TNT, repeat, and always active. And that will make it so you don't have to click a button. It'll start spamming TNT. Already has a reaction. So it'll just blow up constantly. Like if you do it with cows, summon cow, always active, repeat. And then if you do that, like millions of cows start like just coming out of it. That's why they do it on with a command, so you can't craft it.
Command.
So like, so like if you do summon diamonds, so you can't cheat with your friends and just summon diamonds. So if you do this on survival, get the materials on creative and do on survival, it still won't work because you can't place either of the blocks. And it's gonna take years to get the bedrock. And the slime block is gonna take like a couple weeks. And now I'm gonna turn TNT explosions off and command blocks on. And that's what it will look like. It'll just start spinning. And then it'll blow up like that, but that's not, if it goes like that, that's not right because we didn't finish it. There's still a few parts we have to do. Like it'll start spamming TNT. Summon TNT. And you do repeat, always active. Summon TNT, repeat, and always active.
Command.
Make sure to keep out for the part 2 for how to build a house.
Command.
Because we will be posting that soon. Now I'm just gonna cover the bottom. For some reason. And you know that it's ready if the command block is purple. When you place it, it'll look orangish, tannish. But once you do the command in it and you put repeat, then it'll look purple pinkish. Summon to repeat.
Command.
Always active. And if you place this like on the ground and do it, it'll like start spraying crazy. Now we're gonna fill the hole with water. Because I think it's more safer. So there we have our hole. And I'm just gonna make an entrance so they know to enter there. I'm putting barriers so that they can see what's happening, but also so TNT doesn't splatter all over them and blow them up. And there, boom, it's invisible, but still a block. It's technically invisible block. But you can see it only if you equipped it. But if you're on survival and equipped it, you still can't see it. But still is a barrier in that it still is a block. But it's unbreakable too. So that's command block. I kind of like bedrock, but stronger and different. So now we're just building it up so like it doesn't splatter all over you. I don't recommend this to do this on survival because it's impossible. And if you go in it on survival, you're gonna blow up. So now I'm just building around. To make sure it's super secure. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm still building. And see, boom, it's invisible, but still blocked, so you can't go through it. You only could break it on creative though, so as command blocks and bedrock. Still making. Always fast forward if you want. Any part you could fast forward. And then boom, it's invisible. And that's our tank. So our part 2 will be us going in it. Make sure to stay in touch for that. But right now, we're just gonna cover the sides of it, a slime block. Now this is gonna take a long time, so always feel free to fast forward. As I said, this is gonna take a long time, so I do recommend to fast forward. Oops, I broke. See, you could break it, but you can't see it. You know you broke it because it will like splatter some red stuff in the air, like red particles. They're just floating in the air. So I'm keep on building and make sure the slime blocks, this part is still optional because like the slime blocks could explode. So I'm just gonna keep on building it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm almost done. You don't have to do the whole thing slime block. could try to do this on survival where like you have a redstone clock and like you have a redstone clock and like you have the TNT dispensers and water, and then like the bedrock is obsidian, and like your barriers are nothing. You could try to do it on survival, but it's very hard, and like the TNT will explode you in like 3 seconds. So I don't recommend it on survival. But if you're like a pro at survival or god at survival, then you could try it, but might be a little hard. If you ever want to know how to build something, just comment down below and I will tell you. Because I know how to do a lot of stuff. I know how to do redstone. I know how to build stuff, but I'm not that good at builds. So as you saw, slime blocks do work, and like for part 2 where we go in it. Bye.